Okay, you see people on social media, they will do some certain things that are not right to the eye. They just want to cash cruise. They just want to get views. They can do anything to get view. You understand? But when they come on their own normal life, they don't act like that. They don't do those things. They live their own normal life. Majority of them are decent people. Okay, there is one lady I follow on the on social media. I love her so much. Sorry, I will have to mention her name, Easy Ogbede. Easy Ogbede will tell you raw things, will tell you so many things. But behind it all, Easy Ogbede is a very, very responsible married woman. She's a very responsible married woman and a responsible a responsible daughter to her family. I can tell you that. But everything she is doing, everything she's saying, it's just for cloud. She just want to get views and they are making their own money through that. So don't go and bury your head there. Don't go and bury your head there. Watch and live there and face your life and your goal at the end of the day so that you'll be able to achieve what you came to life to achieve.
That is beautiful. I think what you've just hinted is that many people or many things we watch in the media are just for fun, cruise, and maybe to bring crowd to your page that we shouldn't emulate it at all. Don't you think those people that are catching cruise, maybe gaining followers through a way of living life outside their originality are not doing the society enough good too?
See, this society these days and this place we are mostly we in Nigeria, you have to do anything for anything to make money. The only thing you cannot do is to buy somebody or maybe to steal or do anything that will make the law to hold you red-handed. But apart from that, as long as you are not hurting anybody, you can do anything to make extra cash. Because this place is a hot zone.
That is wonderful. Now, your advice to people is this: not don't believe in everything you watch. I think now let's now come back to another area of this interview. As a Munda, you just mentioned that it's like people have gone very far from our culture, our cultural value, or cultural inroad, and that it will take a long time to retrace our steps back to the normal thing. As a Munda, I want you to do a lot of talking in this area. What should Mondas do to bring back our children to the strict road of our cultural values? Because if they have to live there like this, I'm afraid they'll be lost and lost forever. What in your own mind do you think women should do or Mondas should do to bring back our children, the boys and girls, back to our cultural right so that things can get better again?
Okay. First of all, I want to tell mothers, don't forget your roots, don't forget your culture. That is number one way of bringing your children back. Remember that time when you were young, the way they were bringing you up. Have you forgotten? Like in my own, I used to tell my children, I will tell them, if you don't sweep in the morning, if you don't sweep your kitchen in the morning, you don't have any right to on the gas because they forbid it. It's a forbidden thing in my land. Don't do it. Because that was what our mother was telling us. Wherever on the kitchen, wherever row with that lay by, don't use that kitchen. So me too, as I'm growing up and now have children, I'm still telling my children the same thing. But being you now say you are civilized, though you are not educated. You don't go there at all. You don't even remember. It's not as if we really forbid or something will happen. But they are just telling us all those things so that we will use it to become better people. So that we will use it to become better people. There are even songs they sing for us that time. When they send you message, you refuse to go. Go and cook, you refuse to go. They have songs they sing. Washi so danu yami fana danu Mohammed pa. Eje gejele 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 ebo mogwele gore yi so do. They tell us so many things through parables, songs, and everything just to correct us. But these days, many people have forgotten all these things. They don't teach their children all these things. And the basis after all these things, you have to take your children to God. That is very, very important. Always take your children to God. Lead your children to God yourself. Oh. Teach them the way of God yourself. Oh. I did not ask you to hand them over to one pastor. No. Don't hand your children over to a pastor. You should be able to pastor your children yourself. You should be able to know what your children are hearing, what they are hearing, what they are digesting. You should concentrate on your children. Don't take your eyes off your children. No, don't do that. Don't say because my husband is misbehaving, because my husband have left me, let me do whatever I like. No. Your children are your husband. Concentrate on them. Your children are your own and all. By the time you are giving them attention, always correcting them. It's not easy to correct children, no. As they are going, you are correcting them. And those people, you can advise your children, don't spare the rod. Don't spare the rod. Don't say, that is not the civilized way to bring up children. There are some certain things they will do. Draw out your rod. Use it. They will not die. Did I die? They will not die. Just use it. Correct them, and you still draw them close with love. Thank you very much.